Located in one of the most remote places in Southeast Idaho lies a vault built in the side of a mountain. The stories that we heard about this vault made it very intriguing, and we decided to go and find it. Although it took some time to locate where it actually was, we found it 2 times and investigated on the second time to see if the story that we heard is true. As with most of our investigations, we don't know always where we're going, and we don't know what we're going to find. Join Destination Mystery for the final episode of Season 1 in this quick bonus feature of The Vault. Stay tuned. Mystery Media Group presents Case File 23.
You are listening to Mystery Media Group.
Yay! With Ghost Girl Memoirs.
And I'm Mike with the Paranormal Treasure Hunter, and you are listening to Destination Mystery. We believe the paranormal is all around us, and every destination is an adventure. We never know what we're going to find in our adventure, but we do know that we'll have an interesting story to tell when we return. We're not going to the same locations or telling the same stories that you've heard over and over. Most of our destinations will be in locations you've never thought to look or investigate or explore. We are here to bring exciting and spooky new content, and we hope you will join us in our journey toward discovering the truth.
I found this place as I was looking on Google Earth, found a picture of a door, a vault door in the middle of nowhere, and I wanted to know where that was at, but it didn't tell us where it was at. It just the town that it was in or nearby. And one day I was at work, and the girl that lived there happened to be from that town. And I've never met anybody from there before. And I asked her, I know this is a crazy question, but have you ever heard of this vault door? She's like, oh yeah, it's just up the road from my house. We ride our four-wheelers to it all the time. So she told me how to get there, and we drove up there one day and unloaded the four-wheelers and went for a ride to see if we could find it. And we found 5 or 6 canyons up there, and each canyon is different. It has a different geological formation. There's slot canyons, there's arches, there's caves with Indian pictographs in it. Some of these places look like scenes from Tatooine or Geonosis from Star Wars. One of the canyons on the far end had a huge flood, and it looked like rocks and trees, they'd all been washed down from the canyon into the prairie below. The place where we camped was a gravel pit. I know it sounds like a horrible place to camp, and it is till the sun goes down. Once the sun goes down, you can't see it. There's a beautiful view over the valley. But the spot itself it may have been farmed at one time because it's kind of flat, and there's nothing there. No vegetation, nothing. It's just hard desert. But once you get into these canyons, and everything changes. There's junipers and pinyon trees and bushes, and they're not very big, but it's a great place to ride four-wheelers because you go around the rocks, through the trees and bushes. It's just a beautiful place to go down there. And the other part of this canyon has a vault in it, a vault door, that during the Cold War, some guy decided he was going to find somewhere to shelter it out, and he happened to talk 2 women into going there with him. And this room can't be 10 by 10 and granite. It's cold, miserable. I mean, 10 by 10 for 3 people. The story goes that 3 days is all they lasted. But I couldn't find anything on the internet. This is just hearsay from the girl that told me about the vault. I can't imagine they were talking 2 women to going in there and staying with. Oh, we saw some bighorn sheep up there, not too far away from us. They kind of sat there and watched us, and we watched them for a while. Herds of antelope, herds of elk, bald eagles. Just a pretty place to go once you get up in the canyon. The plains aren't, there is nothing there to see. So,
Yeah, I was really excited about those bighorn sheep. I've never seen them in the wild before. That was the first time for me.
Maybe they hadn't seen us before because they watched us for
Yeah, they stared at us like, what in the heck are you guys doing here?
Never seen one of those before.
They were funny looking creatures. What do you think those are? Yeah, that was really cool.
I know it's not, when you pull up there, it just looks terrible, desolate. Everybody I've taken there has just thought like you did. Why are we coming here?
Yeah, I was like, what in the heck are we doing here? But then you get back in all those canyons and you're like, this is cool.
Like riding on Tatooine or,
yeah, it was really cool. So if you've ever watched our movie trailer for our podcast, there is a short little clip in there of me kind of pushing through the snow to get into this vault. The first time we went there, it was freezing cold and there was a lot of snow. So you can kind of see how cool this vault is in the side of the mountain. And the first time we went there, we did not investigate it, but we decided we were going to go back and do it in the summer when it was a little bit warmer, which we did. We got a few kind of weird things on the Ovilus while we were there. We got absolutely nothing on the spirit box, absolutely nothing on the EMF detector, nothing on picture, nothing on video, and nothing on our recorder. So it's pretty quiet. Not to say that there's not activity there, but we either weren't there on the right day or they didn't want to talk to us or, the paranormal is not something that's predictable and that you can go in every time and get what you're looking for. So we don't know if the story about the man who built the vault for the Cold War and had his two girlfriends come live with him is true. That's just the story that we got when we were asking around town there. So my advice, I guess, would be just to go and have an adventure somewhere. Take your equipment with you because you never know what you might find. And don't be disappointed if you don't find anything because it's still fun. You've gone someplace new. You have a lot of memories, a lot of cool things that you've never seen before. And that's kind of what Destination Mystery is all about. So this short little bonus episode actually ends our first season. We started out with the Paranormal Warehouse on Facebook Live, and we did our weekly shows, and those shows were no longer able to happen. So then we started our own podcast with, very little equipment and not knowing what the heck we were doing. But we're getting better, and we promise that season 2 is going to be worth your while when you listen. We are going to start recording for that in May, and we will have some new episodes. We will also have our guest podcasters back. We've got John with Cache Valley Bigfoot, Cosette with Not So Cozy Crimes, Jill with Jill's Chills, and we are hoping to have one more podcaster just waiting for the word. She will be an awesome storyteller and has some really good UFO and alien stories for us. So we'll have the whole spectrum. Also, I want to put in a little plug for a paranormal convention that is happening in Logan, Utah on October 9th. This convention is being put on by John Olson, who writes the Stranger Bridgerland books. You want more information about this convention, you can go to www.strangerbridgerland.com, and then you'll click on the link for Para X, I think is what it's called. And you can get more information now. But Mike and I are going to be guest speakers there. We may also possibly be on a panel, and we will have some of our gear and hopefully our book that will be coming out this summer available for you to purchase at a very low price. So we'd love to come, have you come and meet us and talk about all the cool and weird things that we enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this short bonus episode, and we're super excited with some of the investigations that we get to talk to you about. If you enjoy our show, please like, subscribe, and leave a 5-star review. We will be introducing other Mystery Media Group guests in our upcoming episodes, along with weekly bonus material. If you'd like to see more pictures and evidence from our adventures, visit www.destination-mystery.com. You'll find a link to our blog, as well as a link for merch and contact information. Until next time, find your own destination.
Solve the mystery.
This is a production of Mystery Media Group.
Yay!